All right, next, let's kick it on down to Columbia, where some interesting stuff here to come out of South Carolina as, of course, Kevin Harris, they've been saying not a big deal, minor back procedure this offseason. He's not yet practicing with the team. What does that mean for MarShawn Lloyd? I mean, a guy we all wanted to see last season. Unfortunately, it didn't happen due to the injury. But these are some really good comments here from MarShawn Lloyd on Monday about stepping up, trying to fill in. But I love the fact that, every time I've heard this guy speak, you would never know he's a 5-star, one of the top running back prospects in the nation, got all this praise and adulation and all expectations. But it's not that he doesn't have expectations, but he just seems like a very humble guy. And while it sounds like he'll have an increased workload, especially right out the gate here in the season with Kevin Harris potentially limited, which may not, in fairness, may not be the case. Shane Beamer says all indications Kevin Harris will be good to go week 1. But, I mean, how many times have we heard a guy's going to be good to go and then he's limited out the gate? So certainly something to think about, and the way they're talking about it sounds like MarShawn Lloyd's going to have an increased workload, but while that's being thrown around, he's out not praising himself, he's praising Kevin Harris.
Time for me to step up. Kevin Harris was the leading rusher in the SEC, and you can't beat that. So I feel like it's a time for me to step up. It's a time for all of us, Zaquandre, Rashad Amos, Juju McDowell. It's time for us to step up. I wouldn't say, you just go ahead and take his spot, because that's not how that works. This guy, was leading SEC rusher for a reason. So, we're definitely, we're uplifting him at this time, but, it's all, we're all going to compete for sure.
All right, so I just thought South Carolina fans would really appreciate those comments from MarShawn Lloyd. And then I'm sure if you like those, you're going to love these, because Michael Vick, former Virginia Tech legend, of course, NFL Falcon, Philadelphia Eagle quarterback. His connection there to Shane Beamer during their time, obviously strong connections there with Frank Beamer at Virginia Tech. He was in Columbia, spoke to the team, and I thought this was a really powerful message. I know some people never forgive Michael Vick for what he did, and that's kind of part of his message here to the team. He kind of hits on that during this little speech he gave there in Columbia.
The only person that's going to be able to get you out of it is you. When I threw those 4 interceptions in that game against the Cleveland Browns, week 1, it's a game I'll never forget. The only person that could fix it was me. Grades dropped 1 year in school. The only person that could fix it was me. Did some horrific things. Ended up in prison. I'm sitting there, and the only person who could fix it was me. But I like being in that situation. If I can go back and do it all over again, my life would be sweet. But you don't get second chances. Everybody don't get second chances. I'm very thankful. But it was all about me. I had to look myself in the mirror and say, I got this, I can do this. And once I get myself back on even plane, I'm going to look at myself in the mirror and say, I got this, I can do this, still. Self-belief take you a long way, man.
All right, so how great was that? Really powerful message there. And, that's one thing I do love about these fall camp. It's not all about the position battles. A lot of it's about learning and bringing in speakers. I know many coaches do it, but it's different when it's a guy that nearly won the Heisman Trophy, nearly led Virginia Tech to a national championship. We all know the money he made in the NFL, not just the money, but how he excelled at that level on the cover of Madden. I mean, these are the guys you bring in. Your players sit up and listen, because this is a guy that they want to be. This is a guy that they grew up watching. And, if they're not going to listen to Michael Vick, they're probably not going to listen to anybody. So I just thought this was a great clip and a really great interview for Shane Beamer to land there in South Carolina. And it continues to work those Virginia Tech connections, which, hey, that's part of the package when you get Shane Beamer. So all credit to him for making this happen.